Alright, welcome to another game of Catan. We are in third position on this board. And as first position, I would consider taking the 5-8-10, the 9-5-10. There any other decent spots? 3-4-8 towards the OR board's not bad. It's actually pretty good to be in third position on this board. As first position, I would take the 8-5-10 because you have the wood port and the sheep port, and you're on quite a bit of both of those. And on the way back, you'll be able to get even more wood or sheep in the case that you're not able to get a lot of wheat or brick. So in first position, it's always important to look for what you call outs, which are different placements that are likely not getting placed on that have the resources you need to give you a good setup. So if you're taking the 8-10-5, for example, you want to look for wheat and brick, or you can use a little bit more ore here and wheat, or a little bit more ore, wheat, and brick would be the most optimal. But here it's more flexible, right? Because now you have the wood, you have the sheep. So they took the two spots that I was looking at. So now we're between the 9-3-6 and the 3-4-8 towards the ore port. Now I like going towards the ore port because I do have I'm not competing with anyone, but it's a little bit less production than this 3-6-9. Are there any other spots before I decide between these two? I mean, you could do the 10-9-11 here, but I don't like it that much. It's just not enough production, and you don't know what orange is going to do, or sorry, green's going to do. I'm leaning towards the 4-8-3 because then we'll be on the most amount of ore, and we'll have the ore port, so we can port it out so no one can take it from us. The only problem is it is going to get blocked quite a bit. But yeah, I think this is what we're going to do. Now in fourth position, they actually have, this is a pretty good spot to be in fourth position in my opinion. I would consider taking the 9-3-6 and the 11-6-5. Then you have a lot of flexibility, you have plenty of ore, you have a free road, plenty of wheat. It's nice having all 5 resources, even though it's not 100% necessary. So, yeah, that's what he chooses. Yep. And I think that's a pretty good setup. So I could take the 11-10-9 here, but I don't know how helpful that really is. We're already on a ton of ore, and we don't have any sheep is the problem, and that wheat is just not a lot. We could also get on the 3-11-10, but it's not a lot of production. And then we can get on the 3-4-8. That's what I'm leaning towards here, because then we have the coordinated 4s. But let's look at what orange would do. Orange would likely take the 3-10-11 or the 11-10-9. And blue would want to take, honestly, the 3-4-8 would be the best for blue. So I'm leaning towards the 3-4-8. We have the coordinated 8s. Actually, we'd be on 3 resources. We'd be on just the 3s, just the 4s, and just the 8s. I don't love that, but it's kind of an exciting idea to see what would happen. Because if the 3s and 4s don't roll, then we're in quite a bit of trouble. That being said, I want to give it a shot. We could always get up to the 3, 11, 6 as well. Because for orange, I think it makes more sense for him to grab the 3, 10, 11 or the 11, 10, 9. Or sorry, orange. Did I say green? Orange. It makes more sense for him to grab the 3, 11, 10 or the 10, 9, 11. And now for blue, I mean, same. I mean, one of these two spots. Blue definitely needs ore. So orange could really screw over blue here. And if orange takes, okay, so he takes the 3, 11, 6. I wonder if he fights me for the 3 to 1. He doesn't really need to. Yeah. I think that's a mistake pointing down because blue should go for, at this point, the 11, 10, 9, 100%. No questions asked. He's not going to be on brick, but that's not the end of the world for him. That's actually a pretty decent setup too. He just might have some production problems. And the problem that we really have is, and also he closes up the board quite a bit. So this would actually help us a lot if he goes on the 11, 10, 9. I'm realizing we're definitely not on enough wheat here. And that could be an issue. It is a relatively low wheat board. Now it is a risk, guys. I don't recommend only placing on 3 numbers. In my position, I think it would have also made sense to go for the 3, 11, 10 or the 9, 10, 11 and bank on the ore port. But I did want to see what 3 numbers what would happen with 3 numbers. I also like the idea of being on a lot of sheep here since sheep is relatively low. And I'll be able to port out the sheep at the 3 to 1 and the ore at the ore port, which I really like because one thing that I don't think people take into account is they could be on a lot of production, and I talked about this a little bit in my last video. They can be on a lot of production, but if they don't have any ports, then it's really for nothing. I mean, you have to 7 out a lot of times, and you're just not as efficient with your resources. So I think the computer plays for blue. Blue might have left the 11, 10, 9. The bot did take the correct placement, in my opinion. This will be a good game, though. Green will definitely, I think green's my biggest threat in this position for sure. I'm going to be blocking that 9 as much as I possibly can. I think green is the best setup out of everyone right now, but it definitely depends on the numbers. I'm really leaving it up to fate with the 3, 4, 8. And the 9 hits right away. So blue actually is sitting on a city right now after the first hand. I don't think I've ever seen that. That's actually pretty solid. So yeah, you definitely block the 9 here. Yeah, definitely the right decision. Good call. Good call by, what was that? Orange. Now this might be one of those rare occasions. I was going to say, it might be one of those rare occasions where you city up the 3, 4, 8 instead of your ore placement. just because you're on such few wheat. But I'm not sure. I'm not sold on that yet because it is nice that we have the double wood, double brick. This will be tough because I'm going to need army, which means the 3 has to hit. Orange really taking his time. No one's going to make this trade, but we're going to just try for it. So he's still waiting for a 4 to hit and waiting for a 3 to hit. So just the 8 has hit for us so far. And the 6 has hit quite a bit. So orange is sitting on quite a bit of wheat. What else has hit? A couple 7s have hit. Just one 7 has hit. An 11 and a 12. Okay. I don't want to trade my ore away just yet. I'll make green wait a little bit. That's a little bit tempting. If he throws in a wheat, I'll do it. But he doesn't. He goes for the dev card. Another 11. So blue is sitting on a lot of wheat. Blue does 3 for 1 for an ore and he gets a dev card. Makes sense. Once you're at one city, you want to start getting devs pretty quickly. Which is what I'll be doing if I do not. Actually, I think we'll wait. We don't really. I'm fine with him 7ing out here. It doesn't help us too much. If he gives us 2 ore, but he doesn't even have 2 ore. So, no point even asking. Some people take a lot of offense to your trades. Sometimes I do. I mean, if someone's initial trade offer is asking for 3 cards for 1 card, it's a little bit of a bold call. So let's see if anyone wants to make some trades. Okay, so we do get a wheat trade here, or a wood trade. Let's see if someone does a wheat for wood. I'd be surprised. It's actually not a bad trade. So the question is, do we want to go to the 4-11 or do we want to go to the 8? I think we want to go to the 8 here. And we're going to hold for a city because our competitors are moving quite quickly. So orange should definitely block blue's 9. It wouldn't be the craziest thing if he blocked me here too, knowing that I'm getting close to a settlement. So yeah, he does. He takes my... Oh, that's green. Yeah, green probably should have blocked the 10, but I understand why. since I'm getting close to a settlement. It might have been a better decision to go for a knight, but I think I was expecting him to block blue since he has the city. And he does move it on the 10. He also might have assumed I had a resource that he needed. But he already produces quite a bit of sheep. So another 11 hits. And another 11. See, if that was the 3, we'd be in a great place right now. No, we don't want to trade our wheat away, so we're going to pass. 5s. So this is the problem when you go on 3 numbers. If they don't hit, then you're just hanging out. So green was asking for a wheat here, right? I'm not sure why he... Oh, because he's on the 6. Okay. Actually would have made more sense if he stole from me. I don't like that 8 being blocked, though. So hopefully we get some 4s rolling soon. My opponent's having some technical difficulties. Another 5. A lot of 5s, a lot of 6s. So a lot of wood, a lot of wheat and sheep out. So our brick's a little bit more valuable. And another 9 hits. That 9 needs to get blocked as soon as possible. Yeah, both blue and green are actually in a pretty solid spot here. It's going to be a little bit tough to catch up. He needs this for a settlement, which means he can give 1 more card. Otherwise, it's really not worth it to me. I'll take that. In his position, it's fine to trade with me since I'm in last. So now we just need a 4, and the 11 hits again. That is brutal. I think we'll even offer our war here. We really need a settlement. No one takes it, we'll pass. Yeah, these 11s, man. So, if there's anything to learn from this game, this is the reason why you don't get on 3 numbers. So it looks like green's trying to get his first city, and he does. On the 3-6-9, good city spot. He's already on plenty of wheat, so he's just evening out his ratios. Only 1 more 8 for the city for us. Blue's got to have another city here. It goes for another dev card. Yeah, it's going to be tough because both green, blue, we don't get it. Okay, so we'll try for this. Try for this. If not, we'll have to go for the dev card. But blue takes it, so we finally get our city. And we are going to put it on the 8. And we have a 4. So now all we need is a wheat. So that 9 needs to get blocked as soon as possible, because right now 3 people are fighting for army. I mean, even 4 people, because orange is really not on a ton of brick or wood as well. I think orange is in the toughest spot, but he does have a lot of flexibility with his first placement. Use the road building. He should do his second one to the 9. Because he really doesn't need more ore, yeah. Wow. So blue's doing very well here. Okay, orange should be blocking that 9 all day. Yep. Ten does hit. Let's see if anyone makes this trade. I doubt it. Trade 2 wheat here, or 2 wood. For the most part, a good rule of thumb is to try to clear your hand with every turn. Because then there's no incentive to steal from you. You've optimized your resources as much as possible. So I think blue's going to have to build to it, because green might have... Yeah, he shouldn't be saying oof. It makes a lot of sense why people would be blocking him here. And blue should be blocking green, because green's competing with him for army. He might block the 8. I don't think the 8's a good block. The 6, yeah. I think the 6 is the best block for him, stealing from green. A lot of oofs in the chat. Okay, so our ore does hit. Now we just need a 4 to hit. Now orange is... I can't give him anything. I need a wheat. Orange is pretty far behind. And it's because he doesn't have his brick. He's on a decent amount of production, but it's just the ratios are really off. I think that's why he's 7'd out already twice this game. But once he gets on the wood port, that'll help a ton. Oh, that's brutal. We get the sheep. But same situation for me as well with wheat. It's just really slow. See, every time a 10 hits, blue's getting quite a bit of resources. The 6. The other thing I like to think about is pairs. Can't be giving blue any trades here, even though that's a really tempting trade. But we don't have the wheat to pair with it anyway, so there's really no point in taking it because it's going to help blue quite a bit. But I like to think about in pairs. So like right now I have 1 or I just need 2 to complete the pair. Which means I like to keep that 1 or because the second an 8 hits, now I'll be at 3. That's why I want to city up this 3, 4, 8 spot, because then anytime a 3 hits, that would complete my pair of 3 to 2. 3 or and 2 wheat. So orange should probably block the 9. The 11, bad block, only because the amount of pips there. Not enough to really do damage. What is rolled? A lot of 7s, 5s. It's not what we wanted. I don't think anyone has wheat. I don't know how much better than 9, 10, 11 would have been. I mean, obviously, like knowing this, it makes sense, but like I wouldn't have expected the 11 to hit this much. Like this only works because the 11 has hit a lot this game, whereas the 3 hasn't hit at all. I think the 3's hit once so far. So green's almost locked up army. And the reason why, too, that blue's such a threat is because he has 2 ore spots that have been hitting consistently and 2 wheat spots. So all 3 of these, he'll be able to city up very quickly. And he's on the 3-1 port. That's why people are seeing him as a danger here. Okay, so the 6 is hit. Now it would be very unfortunate if I'm going to have to road to this 4-11 because it would make a lot of sense for orange to cut me off. Yeah, so we're going to have to, unfortunately, place a road here. Well, let's see if anyone will trade first. I don't think anyone has wheat. Well, green has wheat, but I don't think he'll want to trade it. Try one more. We'll have the road there. There's no option because the only thing that makes sense for orange to do now is to road over to the 4-11 and snag some brick, and then he'll get longest road. Gonna be pretty tough for me for the rest of this game. Orange now is doing pretty decent with his setup now that his 8s and 5s. Anytime in 5 rolls or in 8 rolls, he'll have an extra card and then some. So we are definitely behind here. If we get some 3s hitting, it would change the game for us. But that's the risk that we took by only getting on 3 resources. So if anything, it's kind of a learning experience. See, and even this doesn't help us a ton at all because we need wheat to pair with it. This is the worst place to be when you have multiple sets of 3. Blue's thinking about it. I think we are going to hold here because it doesn't really make sense to give anyone 2 cards, especially in the position I'm in right now. So I would rather 7 out and get rid of some of these than have to trade someone an advantage. Give them a much better deal for something that barely helps me. Puts it on the 8. Ooh, puts it on the 5. Okay. Now I could see putting it on the 8. 8 cheap. But puts it on the 6. Also fine bet. Because God knows the 3 hasn't rolled. So, you know, if we had 2 3s hit, no, we would need more than 2 3s. At 11, if the 3s hit the amount the 11 has, I think I would have won this game already. And the 4 hits. Oh, this is just terrible. 3 of every resource. Oh, green snaps it. Let's go. We definitely have to take this. Maybe we'll get 2 settlements here. That would be huge. I very much doubt it, but that's fine. I'll hold here. Shouldn't have held there. I was thinking about 2 for wanting my ore, and that's what I should have done. We are very under the radar. So if that means anything. We 7 out. Well, the positive thing about this hole a 3 would be huge. We would absolutely love a 3. But big army race. See if anyone makes this trade. I doubt it. Someone throw a YouTube link up. All right, I kind of want to see what this is. I wonder if this is. I wonder if this is my channel. No, it's not. It's a different video. It's funny. Oh, I just clicked on it. But we're not gonna watch that today. Put it on the 8. Stole from me. Who did that? Oh, the 3 is finally hit. That's huge. Maybe we sneak road here. Maybe that's how we win. Problem is we don't have that many great. So now our stuff is finally hitting here. Problem with army though is that we don't have any good places to expand to. So we're just going to be building to nowhere. But if we don't 7 out, then we will have another chance for a city. I think we'll have to just city up 4 places and then just go for road since everybody else is going for army. It's obviously too hard to compete at this point. And one road building's already been built, so our whole goal now is to just city up 3 more places and build 3 more roads. Probably going to be more by the time the game ends. See if anyone wants to trade. I very much doubt it. We'll pass. We don't need it. So now our numbers are hitting. So we can settle on the 4. That's good. And then we can keep building up to this left. We just have to make sure that blue doesn't connect. Green now at 7. Okay. We're going to want to grab from green here. Someone has to have a mono at some point. Oh, I hope it's not. I hope it's not orange. What do you mono? He just stole 2 ore. If he would have monoed the wood or the brick, that would have been horrible for my game. It would have been better, I think, if you would have monoed the brick and then just built for road. Because he has a VP, I think, in hand. So at least put him at 8. I don't really want to go for road this early because then people are going to see me as a threat. But I think I might have to. If we win this, would be huge. Actually, we just need a 3 to hit and we'll win. That would be incredibly unexpected. But we also don't know what blue has here. He could have 3 VPs in hand. I don't think anyone's going to be able to take my road, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he still only has 5, even if he built 3 roads here. And he just doesn't have enough brick. He does probably have 3 dev cards. Okay, so if we hit a 3, if we just hit 1 3, then we will win the game. This got way closer than I thought. I thought I was out of this game for a second. And now if we get a 3, then we'll take it. Yeah. How did I get to 9? That's a good question. Okay. Please, please a 3 hit. Please, please. Oh, brutal. So we could continue our road here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he needs 3. So he actually won't get it for sure. But is there another mono? So I think the problem that blue had was that, oh, now green's only 1 away, so we need a 3 to hit. Is that he fought for army when he could have probably connected here. So if another 8 hits, we'll actually win too. I didn't realize that. Another 8 hits, we'll take it. But the problem that blue had was instead of prioritizing, I mean, army makes sense for him, but if he, instead of wasting all those resources on roads, if instead he would have, oh my goodness, that could be game. Unless we 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he needs 1, 2, 3. He needs 3. He needs 4 roads. Yeah, that's a. I mean, it's really just between me and green. And I think that's the problem with Catan sometimes is that it gets to a point where you can really just pick who wins, and that's kind of this situation. But with 6 cards, unless he could have a road building, that wouldn't be fun if he had a road building. He's really taking his time, adding suspense. All right, he doesn't have it. No. God dang it. Oh, okay. What do we trade out here? Take from green. Oh, and we don't have it. That is brutal. And I think we need to build another road too to stay in the game. Dang, that would have been an epic dub if we had it. So yeah, now he blocks. He should probably block the 8. That would be the best block here. The 8. Oh, he steals from orange? Oh, he probably has the win already then. Oh, he pulls for it but doesn't get it. Okay, there's still a chance. There is still a chance. Okay, so how many devs are left then? I'm assuming blue has 2. I don't know how many. If orange doesn't play his next, then he has a third one, so it's probably not worth pulling. Then again, at this point, this has been a long game. How long has this game been? 48 minutes. Seven. Oh. So the 8's the best block. He blocks. Well, actually, yeah. I mean, green. That might make more sense. Okay, so we just need an 8 to hit. We just need 1 8. Please. Just 1 8. Yeah, no one likes that stuff. We dealt with that before, and it just makes the game not fun. But anyway, please, let's see an 8 hit. Or 4. 4 also. but it's a 10. Bummer. Well, at least I don't think green has enough right now. But I think blue will have enough to maybe even take road. Oh, he takes from the 8. That's the worst he could have done. I think the better block was. Good game. I was really hoping we'd get it there, but our rolls did not hit. It was a lot closer than we thought, though. It was a lot closer than we thought. Blue played a good game. I think he should have prioritized road earlier, and he would have won a lot earlier. And if our numbers would have hit, then we could have possibly taken it, but nonetheless. Well, anyway, good game. Thank you for watching. I guess I'll check out the dice. Yeah, so the 3 only rolled 3 times, and the 4 only rolled 5 times. So, yeah, if we had a little bit better of a mix-up, it could have gone a different way, but that's what happens when you settle on only 3 numbers. So, anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.